out something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Working that left side now. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Thompson wants to throw. Finds his man. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington State.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bowie. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for space, it's Bowie. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Grab behind the line, it's Bowie. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Huskies and Cougars. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half?
Foul, and the cookie jar Naz Reid is 2nd. Lorraine to the free throw line. Every foul rest of the way here in the 3rd, both teams. This is the very definition of rim protection right here. Not only does he move his feet, but contest multiple shots there by Randall. Randall's struggles continue. 2 of 11. No 3 from 3-point, only 6 points. Last month, in partnership with the NBA and the NBA Coaches Association, coaches across the league wore custom autism-themed Nike shoes to celebrate Autism Acceptance Month. The game-worn shoes were autographed and are being auctioned by Sotheby's from today through May 18th. 100% of the proceeds benefit the To The Max Foundation. So get your shoes and other NBA memorabilia at Sotheby's.com/To The Max Foundation. We applaud all the coaches for being part of a very worthwhile initiative, Autism Acceptance Month. It is an important business right here for both teams. How are they going to close this quarter going into the 4th? Minnesota tied it. San Antonio's back to their halftime edge. 12. Edwards, no Wemby. Right to the basket for 2. Right to the basket for 2. Anthony Edwards striking fast. Fox trying to reply. Randall got a hand on it. He touches it last. Still plenty of shot clock for the Spurs. It's funny when they know exactly when Wembanyama leaves the floor here. It's time to attack the glass. That's his 2nd field goal. 3rd, beg your pardon. That's 7. Ball stays with Minnesota out of San Antonio. Game 6 of this series, Friday, downtown Minneapolis. If it's a Game 7, it's back here on Sunday. Oklahoma City awaits the winner of this series in the West Final. Trying to get through the traffic, pretend to go to the deck. Turn it over. Hamilton Johnson. 3 chases. Johnson wins. But it started from the defensive pressure of Devin Vassell on Edwards. The Russell Fox stays with the T-Wolves. Look at the pressure right here. Tries to split. Cornette, Vassell, and then Kelvin Johnson with the steal and blocked it. Edwards to the bench, 10 in the quarter, 18 for the game. Got to fuel that tank for the fourth quarter. See if he can have another spectacular fourth. But Sumu came in for it. The block. Gobert couldn't collect him. Way to push. Free throws for Minnesota with 2:10 to go.
That was Harper on the backside with the push in the back of Gobert.
%52 shooter makes the first. We just keep looking at the San Antonio team. We talked about it all year, but as people watch Florida in the postgame,
Out singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football, racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to beat the D deep. Got it in stride at the 15. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Washington. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I gotta be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down.
Turning it on. Just plowing ahead.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
A strike downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Thompson to throw. Oh, they're after him. And the Cougars now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the wideout. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's knocked down behind the line of scrimmage again, and this just hasn't been his day. Nowhere to run.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. That pulls them to within 15, 28-13 the score. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Coastal Carolina is getting dominated today. In friends, the folks in Conway deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 24 to Tulane.
Leaves it with the running back.
We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Takes the handoff. It's Bowie. Not a lot of room, but found his way ahead for 2 out to the 26.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make...
There he goes. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive this offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points.
He'll take a shot. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. And that is a punch right in the gut to make a play like that and have a penalty wipe it out. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Picked off! What a play by this defense! And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And you will always remember your first, and how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Now the play fake. Got his man. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls and fires complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The defense is backed up as the offense is in the red zone.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find their rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on Wednesday.
He is dealing on this drive, completed all 5 throws, and now they have first and goal.
And who needs balance when you got a guy like this? You trust him, getting the ball back in the pocket. The ball's coming out, spreading it around the field. Nice decision making. This drive has been surgical for this QB.
These 2 quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Thompson wants to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Washington State. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer.
Sometimes knowing what you don't know can help. The moment's never too big for you. You just figure it out and figure it good.
Indiana inside over Sanders. Had an unbelievable first quarter with 18 points and 6 goals. It's 8.6 down for Denver. It's still an effective and impressive response. Great deep. Minnesota needs a lot of money. This is the biggest step to the right. And one big roll is going to be the right. 3 fouls on as he got to the basket.
Well, they're going to call the offensive foul first. If Ben Taylor says, I got it, he didn't hear the whistle, well, let's see what happens. Yeah, they're getting with the hand, but then Reed comes over to kind of contest the shot. And he gave a body shot to Victor. Oh, this young man is that's just his first foul.
In the Pacific Northwest, the battle to claim the Apple Cup always hotly contested. And even when these teams have struggled and winless seasons have been part of the equation, that just intensified the resolve to bring home the Apples. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Washington State's offense will take the first swing of the game. Washington, as it so often has over the years, dominated the last time they saw the Cougars.
That was a statement win for Washington. We now play in the Big Ten. Washington State, we do not. And they wanted to put everybody on notice. They blew out the Cougars.
And that's just not fun if you're a Washington State fan. You've seen Washington win this over and over again. They go to a bigger and better conference. You're left behind. You at least want to get the apple. Last year you didn't. This year you got to bite at the apple.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. He's got it again. Breaks into the open. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Offense gets set for second down. The RPO is complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Washington State has it all working right now. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Thompson to throw. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Hand off from the gun. Got him up for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow, how about the stop-start speed? That reminds you of Napoleon Kaufman or Bishop Sankey, Myles Gaskin, great Washington Husky running backs of years past that just made defenders look silly because of that stop-start ability. This dude has some wheels.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Huskies line up trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to run for it. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Cole. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. looking to fire. Into the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Really early in this game, you're seeing the ball hawks on both sides of the ball. Interception on the first drive of the game, and now they come out, and this defense gets a pick in return. There are a lot of dudes in the back end with speed, with the ability to close. What a phenomenal play by that young man just now to get the ball back to his offense.
Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out quickly. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace.
Oh, he's got some space. Looks as if that'll be enough to give Washington State a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Look, I know this offense didn't have the opening drive of the game they would have liked, but the defense now came away with a massive takeaway. Now you're seeing how that affects the offense. They're playing with a little bit of a pep in the step. Nice throw there, getting the first down. This offense all of a sudden looks a whole lot different than what they did the last time out.
Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Bowie. Stopped at the 26, brought it out in the end zone, picked up an extra yard. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. To the ground with the back. Turning it on. The 40. The 20. And he ran away from the crowd and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Washington.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Thompson wants to throw. And they can't make the connection.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. Washington State sends the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe...
Kearney on the Jets. He's inside the 40. The 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Huskies.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds a man on the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. He's open on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Thompson to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Give to the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it from the red zone. Using his feet to buy time. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Cougars. Boy, it didn't look pretty at first, but it wound up being most effective.
And that's the problem with these guys, these quarterbacks. It's not the first play you have to play. You have to play the 2nd play and the 3rd play because they just keep extending it and making plays. And then next thing you know, you look up and the dude's hitting his head on the goalpost.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the returner will be dragged down. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball. You lost one deep down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They go to the ground. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll try it again. Makes his way out to the 20 before he stopped, and that'll bring up a 4th down. 4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. He has the first and still on his feet. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. Looking for room. It's Bowie. He's in open space downfield. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Husky. Once he got some room, it was over. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
Yes, he's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
And he's knocked down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? Thompson wants to throw. They're working that left side. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Wants to go up top on first down. He makes a catch. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Washington State going quickly. To the air on first down. It's complete. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Cougars can really attack on this second and short. Looking to throw again. Quickly to the tight end. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. They'll leave it with him. Finding an escape route. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cougars pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They're going to ride this running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. A little release to the back. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Thompson to throw. He wants it all. Touchdown, Wazoo! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll give it to the back. Runs through the tackle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. So a little too much contact trying to defend the fade in the end zone, and the PI will move it closer. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Cole. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. One more snap coming before halftime. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Washington State has it teed up, and we're ready to go here in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Looking for a gap. It's Jordan.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
His junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Right back to him on the ground. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an brings him to the open. Inside, touchdown, Huskies. And once he found open space, the man might as well start playing.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear, his speed, he was gone.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Coastal Carolina is getting dominated today, and friends, the folks in Conway deserve better than this. No excuse ever for this kind of a clunker. They're trailing by 24 to Tulane. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. The play action fake.
And then the physicality will continue.
And the timing just a hair off.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Washington State will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
Yep.
Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Touchdown, Washington. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Thompson wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make tackles, live to fight another down.
Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. On the ground, it's Bowie. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Caught in the backfield. It's Bowie. Across the 45. Turning it on. Touchdown, Washington. And the punishment has been extended.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Looking downfield on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Oh, and he's able to get back on top of it and avert the turnover. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
They've made 3rd down offense offensive key. It'll be tested on
The what?
3rd and long from the 28.
I did not.
Here's the pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Washington State sends out the punt unit.
Nah, I'm being sarcastic.
Catches it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Quick handoff. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete. The defense knocks it away as we have knocked down 3 quarters and head to the 4th. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who starred through the first 3 periods. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the
He's going to throw deep right side. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Huskies. They add on to this lead, and it looks as if they'll be moving to 2-0.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cougars are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Thompson to throw. Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football is going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him.
It's a fumble on the play. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to them. Nice job running to the football. When you chase...
And Wembanyama doing it with the 27 and 17, 15 of those rebounds on the defensive
ball, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
Halfway.
We were supposed to be at home, you know. We have 7 times. We're going to start with for Brady.
Not gonna lie, I can't really tell.
First down, it's 2nd and 5.
It ain't Cran great. Maybe Cran Mango.
On the run, it's Jordan. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Right back to the well.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Nice job by this defense. Listen, you got to understand, they're going to run the football. They're going to try to milk the clock, Jesse. They got the huge lead.
Haven't been a lot of good plays for this defense in this game so far, so can they build on that one? Can they create some turnovers here in the second half to get back in this game?
Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
After that amazing performance in week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. And the Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They punted away on 4th down. Hauls it in at the 25. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. On the run, it's Jordan. There he goes! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
Off-play action on 1st down. Sends it downfield. He makes a grab. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
Quickly out to the tight end. That had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on third down. The Huskies had that dog in them in this one, taking down the Cougs for the Apple Cup and the Governor's Trophy. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Put the ball on the floor, getting downhill, stretching the floor, defensively, everything that a basketball player can do, just can't do. All the good stuff about him. Again, he just put his interest all over his game. Like I say, those first 6 minutes, you let it be known that I apologize for my team and for this organization. I got it. They just love things.
Let's do it. When you want to confidence for Colin Johnson, let's get it scored in the playoff game. 11 season, 7 seasons, but he was huge, full of energy, had exactly what they needed offensively.
That's it. He found his way. 8 for 11. And just efficient, continued to attack. Early, he didn't see the ball go in, but he was still in attack mode. How do you do that? Well, rebound, make plays, hustle plays, run the floor. And he started just to see the ball go in. 21 points. I mean, they had 49 points off the bench. We had almost half. That's just what it is. Yeah. And that's what I was going to tell you what he did. Because he's been struggling with his shot a little bit. He got into that paint. He finished his muscle. Like, he applied that pressure. And it was like he understood that this is a very physical series. I need to apply that. I need to be physical. Because the way he was getting down here and into that paint and using his body to finish, he had it on his mind. Yeah.
Mr. Sixth Man of the Year, by the way, Calvin Johnson, and he's really done all season long, applying it to the playoffs as well. Okay, so if you're Minnesota, let's take a moment and think, where do we go from here? Obviously, you're going so that's great. You have still have the victory there, but what do you have to do and change the tone of this series?
Well, it's the tell of real two teams, right? When I watch Minnesota, I watch an indecisive team. I watch it's not fluid team. It's all over the place. When you watch the Spurs, it is well-oiled. They're very decisive. They're very deliberate in where they want to go with the ball. Minnesota, on the other hand, it's all over the place. It's right. So for me, it's like, if Ant-Man is not having a good game, who's going to step up for Ant-Man? And we haven't figured out who that guy is consistently. We know who to step up for San Antonio. Just Minnesota, we don't know. And it's
again, great game.
it's like a great game because we don't know who the number 2 is. Who is supposed to be number 2 in the series? We haven't performed like it. I think it has to be him. I'm just looking at Jimmy Randall. You know, when we talked about who is Ant's number 2, right? I don't want to let Ant off the hook either. Like, when he could have brought up Ant on the double team, go back and get the ball. I just want to throw that out. Don't say that. That's what I'm saying. But the Louis is happy. To me, like, what is wrong with him? He's just settling. He's settling, bro. Like, he's compared. Well, 3 games straight with 12 points in the second round of the season, but he's supposed to be the number 2 guy. That's just unacceptable. I think he's settling too much. He's overthinking the game. If you look back at his conference finals last year with Julius Randle, He was aggressive. He was downhill. He was physical. He was playing out the double team. He was confident. He's just a confident player. I don't see that same confidence he really is right now. To me, it's like he's thinking too much in the basketball. We're very struggling to experience right? Because for me, Minnesota has to basically the Randy is right. Randy is protecting that point, right? So you have to knock down threes. But the dude is handled. Like there's so many other areas where he can be effective, and he's not utilizing that. And I hope he's watching film with his coach or whoever their player personnel, or whoever he's watching film with, to be able to break down certain areas where he can actually impact the game for himself to build a confidence. Because yes, he can stretch the floor and he can keep Wendy honest, right? He can run away from the basket. So he has to find that way.
Okay, I'm hearing that Dylan Harper is sitting down, the rookie. Hey, Dylan, with this being your first playoff, you're a rookie, but you have been so poised throughout every single game. Just walk me through your mindset and the way you've been acting this season.
I mean, the biggest thing for me was be me. That's something in the playoffs is more like, obviously, the big basketball, but how do I just have that same mentality coming in